VCU is a very diverse institution. It's a health campus. We have a very large student body. We have a lot of different use cases. We have online courses, hybrid courses. We're very reliant on the learning management system and tools that integrate with the learning management system. We're also really reliant on tools that just integrate well with our environment. And Kaltura does a good job of being flexible for the various things that our community needs. There's a lot of emphasis on our middle campus on making sure that lecture content is available to students outside of the classroom so that they're able to study and review at their own pace after that lecture material has been developed. So that's kind of one example, and we also, the School of Pharmacy and a few other medical schools on our medical campus, they have distance campuses, which is far more common now that we're very remote, that we're very hybrid in a lot of circumstances. But at the time, it was maybe a little bit more niche and novel. So we had students that were at our distant campuses that needed to be able to learn in real time, but then also make sure that they had backup recording just in case anything happened to that connection, to make sure they still have the same equitable access to the content that students in person had. So Kaltura was actually a really critical piece of making sure students in the remote environment were able to get a similar experience. I would say that my favorite thing about Kaltura is its ability to integrate with other systems. So Canvas, our LMS, is definitely a big one. And being able to make it just that much easier for our faculty and our students to be able to kind of deliver a consistent experience within the same platform and have that be kind of part of the VCU environment. Yeah, everything's VCU branded. You know that you're in a consistent, a safe, and a secure environment, and you know what to expect from all those tools and how they work together. So I like to believe, or I like to think that Kaltura is a part of making students and faculty and staff's lives more consistent, making their work a little bit easier to manage, and making sure they're able to do the work that they need to do in a safe, secure environment. So the AI Genie, I think it's interesting. I think there are a lot of conversations about, how are we going to use AI, and what role is that going to play in our environment. So I appreciated that, our partners at Kaltura were good to having that conversation, wanted to hear what we were thinking, what's on our radar, how are we seeing AI being used, and what's important to us, and ensuring that we can provide that kind of service to our community. So I was excited to hear about that emphasis on data security and privacy, and kind of look forward to learning more about what possibilities could be enabled with the Genie. I think it's interesting.